try!
Well, first of all, Jordan, what's it been like in Wallabies camp for a couple of weeks now? How have you felt it?
Look, it's been awesome. Obviously, being around, these household names I've been growing up watching on TV, it's definitely a dream come true. And, I think I was a bit starstruck at the start, but obviously it's an easier environment to be a part of when, there's a lot of guys that are down to earth and whatnot. And especially when the coaches, been helping me a lot. And then you've got guys like Tatafu and Stephen Moore who have obviously been at this level for, a couple of years now. So they've definitely taken me under their wing and made the ride a bit easier.
What about Tatafu and Stephen? What's it been like? You've been a bit starstruck? I mean, they could nearly be your dad, so I guess they're that much older than you.
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, the guys I've looked to, try and base my performance on in terms of, the hooker role. They've definitely taken me under their wing, and they've they really helped with the transition from, obviously Super Rugby to, the pinnacle of our sport in Australia, playing for the Wallabies and whatnot. So, they've been really awesome in terms of guidance and just little, little pointers in terms of, the set piece and stuff that they've learnt going through their careers that they've obviously passed that knowledge down to me. And, it's been really awesome having guys like them, they're pretty down to earth and whatnot. So, it's made it been really easy to try and relate to them and get along with them really well. So it's been awesome.
That's great. Mate, yourself, it's been an incredible year.
Yep.
Playing the 20s World Cup in Georgia.
Yeah.
And now you're in Cessnock in a Wallabies
Yep.
camp. Can you just reflect on the year? Do you pinch yourself and go, is this actually happening? Am I actually wearing this Wallabies stuff?
Yeah, 100%. It's still pretty surreal. I mean, at the start of the year, I was, just, set my goal to debut for the Rebels, and then I was fortunate enough, got picked for the Australia under-20s and went on tour and played, representing my country on the world stage. But, to be here today in Cessnock, nice sunny day, donning, the Wallabies colours, it's obviously a dream come true for myself, and if given the opportunity, I'd love to, don the green and gold. But, I'm still pinching myself today, it's still pretty surreal. But yeah, look, I'm not letting it get to my head just yet. So just trying to stay grounded and just keep my head down and work towards, hopefully playing against All Blacks.
Well, mate, you're 20 years old. You've been playing the game for 18 years.
Yep.
Talk us through that. You started the game as a 2-year-old. Is that right?
Yeah. I started the game as a 2-year-old. I can remember Friday nights. I used to, put my gears on. My games for the next day, and used to sleep in it. So, those are fond memories. Obviously, if it was raining, our games got cancelled. So I always used to make mum and dad, drive us down to the field just to see, if it was true or not. Obviously, because and then have a little cry if it was cancelled, because obviously, Saturdays was the rituals in our family and whatnot. So, if we didn't play rugby, we had nothing else to do, I guess. So, if games were cancelled, I suppose, it was pretty sad. But then we had, always had some more rugby with my older brothers playing college, and then obviously watching my old man in the afternoon. So, rugby was pretty special to me, and it's obviously been in my life for the past 18 years. So it's been awesome.
What about in Wallabies camp here? Who have you been taking special note of? Have you been a bit starstruck from anyone in particular?
Back in Newcastle, I was a bit starstruck. It was my first camp, seeing all these guys. You got Izzy Folau, which is like, huge. You got guys like Stephen Moore, obviously, the most capped player almost in the Wallabies colours, and then you obviously got guys like Bernard Foley and Michael Hooper. Michael Hooper, obviously the new captain. So yeah, I've been pretty starstruck, but they've been awesome. They've really helped me. I think the environment that we're in. And the culture that we've got here at the Wallabies, they've really taken me under the wing, and they've obviously, there's a culture that they've made me feel really welcome and whatnot. So that's one less thing I've got to stress about, and just I get to focus on my job, and not really too much else. So I know all these these household names, big stars, I was pretty starstruck and whatnot, but. Being with them now, they're just my teammates now, so it's obviously really awesome to be, in the same environment as them.
Samu, talk us through what's camp been like. Moving away from the fitness into a bit of team stuff, but what's the atmosphere been around camp in the last couple of days?
Yeah, I guess the boys are really happy, to get away from the fitness aspect of camp. But here in Cessnock, we've been training a lot with the team and our team shape. it's been really good to see how other boys play in the shape and really express themselves throughout the shape. So it's been really exciting.
Who has been impressing you out there so far? There's a couple of new faces. Curtis Rona's one of them.
Yeah.
There's Adam Korchuk who's come in, from the Reds. Even Jordan Uelese up there. But who's really impressed you?
I think I was spending time a lot with the backs. I think Kirtley and Rona. I didn't play a lot with Kirtley last year, and Rona has been training really well for us. He's got more speed than a lot of people think, and Kirtley is just an exceptional player with an exceptional rugby brain. So, with those blokes around, you can't help but get better.
Are you excited to play with Kirtley? Has there been whispers of where he might fit into a back line or Curtis out on the field, or are you doing any opposed stuff? What's the story?
Yeah. I guess we've been doing a lot of approach stuff with the boys, and we've been trying different combinations in the centres. But for me, just when I do train with Kirtley or train against him, just seeing how he plays, excites me. I know he can bring that X factor to the back line, and then you got players like Uzor Flower back and David Kurundrani and Henry Spate out wide that can finish off amazing tries. So every aspect of training has been really exciting me, and seeing the combinations grow.
Yourself, the Bledisloe Cup last year, your campaign was cut short with that ankle injury. Do you reflect on that one? And your year was sort of over after that for the Wallabies. Do you reflect on that one and what sort of might have been last year?
Yeah, I guess I don't really reflect on a bad way. I take every positive opportunities that I got last year and brought it to this year. Take the opportunities that I did and make sure I take every opportunity this year. I think it's important that this group can really change history and be part of it. So for me, that's what's exciting me.
Mate, just one on the NRC in particular. It was only a few years ago that
Yeah.
you were running around in that.
Yeah.
Now here, that as a pathway, how important is that? Brisbane City Brothers, we're back into it very soon. I'm sure they've already started training, but how important is that as a rugby pathway for young players like yourself coming through?
Yeah, I think NRC is really important. I know the City boys started training on Tuesday night, for me, it's what helped me grow, especially being part of an injury year in 2014, and for me to play the back end with Brisbane City and take out the competition in the following year as well, really gave me a lot of confidence going into Super Rugby each year. I think it is important because the growth in rugby, there's a from club level to Super Rugby, there's a big gap, and for NRC to fill, and people really I guess find the excitement again in rugby with the rule changes and that, but then again with the players that you play with, combining from other clubs, can really mixture into for you to perform in Super Rugby.
Mate, your pec injury that suffered against the Reds, how's that tracking along with your training fully, are you?
Yeah. So I'm back in full-time training. Just slowly getting back into the contact stuff with my pec, but no, it's feeling really good. Every session I'm building towards full training in contact, so I'm really excited about next week.
Man, it's a huge challenge next week. You played them now. What do you expect in Sydney next Saturday?
Yeah, I think I expect them to be coming off a real high. Showing rugby, obviously New Zealand rugby. Winning the Super Rugby with the Crusaders, and for them to come on a high and ride that. So for us, it's about just focusing on ourselves and really preparing and paying attention to our detail that we need to do to play the best performance for next week.